Hello! Hello, and welcome to this Final Boss Fight livestream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Steam Chew.
Hello.
By the dog next door as well now, who's literally just started barking.
They are going to be taking the role of Ick tonight.
We are joined by Ben, the quest giver.
Greetings, it's good to see you all, and may we have some great fun together tonight.
By Smitty.
Hello everybody, it's been a while.
And by the rogue trader enthusiast.
I don't have a quip today. I feel a little bad. Nobody
you
set
could
me
say
up.
you're under-equipped.
Oh, but ding.
And you had half an hour from when you said, I've got a quip for a thing, to think of an actual quip for this bit.
Yeah, but then nobody set anything up. Like, there was no strong topic. What was I going to do? Mongo.insert character name
What
Vasten.
strong insult were you expecting us to throw in for you? But to remember for next time. Hello, I'm Mama Lama Ding Dong. Is that good enough?
No one needs to hear me make quips about programming languages or database scripting. Not even the people I work with. Oh, let alone all you lovely folks out there in the internet. All the horrible ones. You know who you are.
To be clear, it's any DB is dead and long live level DB as the new database functionality behind Foundry. Yay, that's a thing that I just read from some patch notes. I don't really know what it means.
Nobody does.
Well,
Not even the ones who write it, they don't know it.
Somebody at Foundry hopefully does.
No, not even them. They don't know how to use it either.
I will be able to explain it by the end of the session.
Right, stick around at the end for that one.
Last time, you guys awkwardly split the party. You, Wol and Nefira and Toya and Zara went to the new house that you have managed to secure salvation in after delivering the gems that Nefira has been traveling through the through Undermountain with, where Wol was able to take a nap and Nefira, Toya, and Zara did whatever they did. That's up to them. Meanwhile, Ick... oh, pardon me. Ick, Nuri, and Vaesen went out for a wander, and after accosting some of the locals in Skullport, found their way to the Poisoned Quill, an old lady's magic bookshop / pen shop / paperwork shop, where you asked about several old books and some newer books. Managed to purchase a pair of books, one of which was a handwriting exercise book, the other a very well-used copy of Sea Grog Run, which he is hoping will help him with his handwriting and reading skills. Meanwhile, Vaesen asked, apparently in a slight panic, for something in Old Draconic, and the woman brought forth something bound in the scaled leather of a green dragon in a language that Vaesen can tell is an origin language of Draconic, and that there is some crossover between what he knows of Draconic symbology at the moment, but he can't quite make out what the pages do say.
Something to do with cinnamon.
Yeah, you picked up some stray fragments.
Thank you,
Between Nuri, between travelling to and from the bookshop, the four of you had conversations about Wold's recent demonic transformation, something that Nuri had not been present for, I believe was the decision, but now was being informed about.
Yeah. That was the idea behind it.
As this was one of the first times that Nuri and the rest of you had been away from Wol since it occurred, where you could speak privately about such an event, you decided the best thing for it was to not inform Wol of what had happened, as he didn't seem to remember himself. You'd went back to the house and proceeded to inform Wol about what had happened. And
yay!
It went perfectly well with no consequences.
And in doing so, Wol has said to you that Ick is not allowed to take the crab to go to the tavern to try and find the secret entrance to the Beholder's lair, to Xanathar's lair, but also left the house in which you are staying, and as Vaesen chased him outside, Vaesen, you saw him draw forth a sword, a twisted metal sword, black iron, ending in a bone-like handle that he drew from his bag of holding, a sword that you've not seen him put into the bag of holding, and whispering some words to it that you were too far away to hear, he hurled it from the upper level of Skullport, and it flipped end over end down into the darkness below, where you were unable to see it landing on the somewhere in Skullport, because that's how gravity works. Before he rolled off into the distance, and you know not where he has gone.
Well, he's more dangerous to anyone he tries to accost him than they are to him.
Well, no, that's not how we're thinking here.
Goat says, "Hi, chat. I just got home. Good luck, guys."
Thank you.
My assessment's going to go down.
we can't leave this like this is. I screwed this up. I shouldn't have done that, and we need to fix this. Or I need to fix this. I don't know if you lot need to be involved. You probably should be involved. You're his friends too. I'm going to go out and look for any signs of where he went.
Yeah, I think Vaesen will sort of like show him where Wol rolled off from and the direction. But very much it's just like, I do think we need to give him a little bit of time.
Time, yes, but to let him just roll around wherever they want to go down here? Do they get lost? Well, accosted, as you say. I just don't think that we could it'd be good favour to let them get hurt.
He's a big boy. He's not in the middle of the dungeon. And from the looks of it,
all I've got to say to
he was getting rid of
up.
something.
And we all get rid of things. That's not a big problem. But as I say, for the sake of danger around here, look up. You might not have noticed there's a giant spider which was turned to stone.
Exactly. There's no more. There's not a giant spider there anymore. It's the stone spider.
How do you know there ain't no more? That petrifies the life out of me. I don't know what it doesn't do to you.
Because people wouldn't live here.
People have lived throughout the entire dungeon, and we've come across oozes. We've come across murderous packs of goblins, some which we've been able to change, and some which just wanted a bane for blood. The barren vampires and all that manner of things, they all live down here too. Do not go and say that it is safe. Otherwise, there'll be no need to send adventurers down here.
It's safe enough for a while. I expect he'll be back. Give him a few hours. It wasn't exactly the most fun conversation for him.
I know.
But he'll be fine. And I sort of just rub his shoulder, attempting to be comforting. What I'm more worried about is the nasty looking sword that he threw out. And so I gesture vaguely down the hole that it flew to, I saw it fly down. That I'm more worried about.
Right.
Because
big right.
nasty swords can do nasty things to poor innocent people.
You're right. Okay, let's go and get it and start immediately walking over to where it was thrown down. Are you coming?
Shall we get the others?
Well, yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Yes, I just go back. I just go back into the house.
I'm just going to sort of just pop a squat and look over the edge down where apparently got dropped. Just trying to make can I see the bottom where I've looked down?
Not from this height. You can see down a level, and you can see sort of the walkways on the level below you. And you don't see anything particularly on there. There are people milling around still, so you don't suspect a giant evil sword has recently become embedded in this particular walkway.
Right.
Or if it has, people are being very nonchalant and walking around it. So you suspect that probably it's made its way down to the very bottom, that is just on the very edge of where you can where you can't see. It just disappears into darkness before you get down to the very ground floor.
Right. Okay, right. I'll pass that over to the others in a little bit, see whether they're coming or not. I'm just going to carry on looking.
Oh shit, I should probably clean up the tea. I broke a lot of tea mugs last session.
Toya and Zara say that they are staying at the house and that they will clean up the tea and be here in case Wall returns. Zara points out that Wall does know where this house is, so chances are when he's had a chance to walk around for a bit, or roll around for a bit, he will make his way back here.
And you're saying he threw away a perfectly good sword?
I wouldn't say it was a good sword.
The man's meant to be running a business and he throws things away. It's not very businesslike.
Well, hopefully he'll tell us why. But I'm worried about that being in some poor schmuck's hands.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. Let's go get the possibly cursed thing before it curses someone else.
Plus, I've already been cursed by a sword before. I can pick it up. And, I've survived the last one.
I don't think that's how curses work.
What, you don't get like endurance on curses? I thought it was like when you go jogging. The more, if you jog a lot, you get better at jogging. You get cursed a lot, you get better at being cursed and handling it, right?
No, I think it's just more like, well, congratulations, you have the clap, and then the second curse is like, do you now have pink eye?
Oh, I love the way that's explained.
I was trying to think of a funny way, and that was the only thing that was coming to mind.
But
Well, we'll see what your mind is.
I don't get disease.
What did you have to try to get immunity from diseases?
I took an oath.
Would this be a completely ironically an oath of celibacy?
No.
Lucky you.
Whoa, okay, I saw things I'm not sure we were meant to have seen on that map.
I saw things move across the map. It's like, well, I'm just going to zoom out.
Don't even worry about it.
Yep, cool, not wearing a thing.
It's fine. It's just,
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just Monster Wall. He's fine.
Not what I thought I saw.
He did the monster wall, the monster wall. Anyway, right. Carry on.
Oh, love
I
it.
expect a remix of that song soon. They did the wall. They did the monster wall, the monster wall. In the room he did brawl, he did the wall.
So please continue the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. Use a one lucky Dragon Ball.
I mean, most. I feel like I don't know how the world explains why paladins don't get diseases. I don't know the in-world explanation for that.
The amount of divine magic.
I was going to say, yes, the divinity side of things.
I think diseases don't like lightning. And well, I just generally just sort of does the equivalent of flexing his muscles but with lightning.
So you flex your muscles and there's just like
Yeah. Like,
could you not? This wonderful cloak of Elfenkite's actually got like mixed fabrics in it, and you're just gonna let it keep a charge. It's gonna sting when I take it off laser.
But it might sting whoever tries to grapple you.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. So this sword that Wall threw away. Describe it to me.
Bloody nasty looking, and had a bone for a handle.
This is sounding pretty metal. I kind of want to see what this sword is actually like now. What are we talking like? Are we talking two-handed, one-handed, short, long?
There's one main thing I wanted to check. John, did I divine sense it last session? I don't remember.
I believe you tried to. You did sense the standard lack of where Woal was.
Great, it's a scry-proof sword.
But you did pick up a distinctly negative aura from the sword.
As in, like, negative as in connected to the negative planes?
As in tainted by dark forces, yes.
So yeah, look, it felt gnarly in a bad way. That's all I can say.
All right then. Right, so which
Gonna
way?
hear a call. Are you lot coming or what?
Yep, we're on our way.
Yep.
Just stay close to me. We'll catch up with him. All hail, all our electricity. We can catch up with anyone.
If you're coming outside, you just see stretching. I have no idea where it is down there, but if that's where he dropped it, who needs a lift?
I mean, I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Let's just walk down the stairs.
I mean, I could probably do with one. I don't
All
know
right,
how
come on here, up on the shoulder. as
long it
usual.
is. There we go.
Right,
One up.
we'll see you down there. And I jump off.
Okay.
Like rotten trolls.
I wasn't expecting him to jump. Oh, also question, did we rest from last time I played?
You would have had a short rest. You haven't yet had the chance for a long rest.
That's fine.
Right, I do cast the feather fall on me and Nuria to see we get closer to the bottom.
The wind whips past you through your hair and fur and garments, and just there's a shocked look as people look off the walkway in the middle level of the middle level of Skullport as you rocket past, and then just as the ground starts to come into focus, the speed slows and you land gracefully on the ground.
Oh, I love that trick. Don't get to use it too often.
Mason's sort of just like leaning down over the hole and just turns to Nefira. He looks genuinely a little sad and is just like, I need wings. I need wings. Why don't I have wings?
Because you're not a flying dragon. You're a ground-based dragon. You're a lightning rod.
I'm not a flying dragon yet. Like, Mason just heads for the stairs.
In the meantime, Nuri, I don't think they're jumping.
In the meantime, if
No,
you're going
I
to
don't
spider
think
climb
so.
and just walk down the wall.
Wait, what?
Like you go through the stairs, like, okay, I'll see you down there, I'll brace you.
That's brilliant. Here, I thought mine was bad enough.
Well, Nefira just sort of walks to the edge of the platform and then just steps onto the cliff face and just walks down the side of the wall. Meanwhile, Vaesen just down the stairs.
While we're waiting, Nuri, I think we need to take a look and see if we can find his sword.
Could you guys make me a perception check, Neri and
Yeah. Let me. I'm just sorting out my bed to sit on. Hang on. There we go.
Ooh, that ain't bad.
Loads. Perception, yeah?
yes, please.
Right, I've clicked it.
Okay, you both hear screaming.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, so good.
No.
There is a commotion coming from this direction. And Actually, I'm just going to place you roughly here. Because you've not come down the stairs, you leapt off the platform.
And where did you say that commotion was coming from?
I'm just going to switch over to the map screen.
Right.
So that we can all see the map. This is the map. Say hello to the map.
Hello.
Hi, map. I'll see you in a few.
This way.
Well, I don't think the sword got over there, but obviously something's happening. We see any sign of the sword at all?
Thank you, Macadude. First chat in the thing. Hello, Matt. Apparently that's how I get chat to actually take part in it. Ask people to say hello to the map. Cool.
Now we'll have to remember that one. Now say hello to the horrifying abomination.
The map.
Hi, horrifying abomination.
The map has feelings too. Yes, this is true.
So does every one of its tokens. So we expect you all to say hello to each one which turns up.
And hope and light a candle using bits for everyone that's killed.
That'll be a lot of candles. Anyway, right. I know we've heard this group. We've got to go and check that out. But do you see the sword?
Me? No, I don't see anything around.
You don't think that whoever has the sword could turn into that thing? Is that the way it works?
Possibly.
There's some
Except,
magic, but I don't know much of it.
I mean, if we can hear screaming, maybe somebody's accidentally touched it and turned into that thing.
Right. We should probably go and take a look, shouldn't we?
At about this point, as you turn round to go and see where the screaming's coming from, you just sort of catch out of the corner of your eye Nefira walking down the cliffside and getting a little bit above the height of the building.
Hurry up, Neffy. We got screams over here.
Well, I'm not the maniac that jumped down the cliff. Give me a second.
Offered you a lift.
I wasn't expecting you to jump.
Why else would I offer you a lift?
Not going to dignify that with a response. DM, can I jump onto the roof from here?
Yeah, it looks like that's close enough for you to leap from cliff to rooftop to just like across the top of the roof and down the other side of the building.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was going to keep to the rooftops. And
Okay, yep. Yeah, that's also a tactic.
for as long as spider climb remains active, at which point then I'll just hop to the ground.
Yeah, you can get on the rooftop. I will unpause the game so that you can even move your token.
Yeah, I would, but there is a
There isn't a token there yet, yeah.
Ah, there is a wall in the way, yes. I didn't expect people to start running around on the roof.
Right. Well, if that's the case, if you've made your way down, I think... Wait, hang on a second. Where's Vason?
Still coming down the stairs, I think. We hear him in a minute.
You see, this is why I offer lifts, that no one ever takes them. Right, never mind.
About this point, because Vason moves very quickly, you hear the sound of the armor of Vason just running down the stairs. And Vason, you get to the bottom of the stairs.
Speak of the winged hussars.
Probably just to see it just at the right time as everyone else is just running their way, saying, "This way, Vason, catch up!"
Like, what? Oh, okay. and I guess Vason just like drops into a full sprint.
Nuri, I suggest that if he catches up in time, you start telling him before we get round the corner. I'm going to be focusing on breathing as we run.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough.
In which case, I think we'd be sort of moving around this way. Still, in my mind, I've still got Nuri on my shoulder, unless Nuri, you wanted to jump down.
No. If you can carry me, it's probably quicker.
No, we've got one on the ceiling on the other side of it, so happily.
I'll just push you through the wall for now.
Lovely, thank you.
You should now be able to move around on this rooftop.
Right, give me a
Slowly
second.
come out here. I'm trying not to go too far in case the game master wants to jump out with any bits to add into the story.
Alrighty. Just tell me when I can move again.
That is a key part.
As you get to this corner, Nuri, and you look out onto sort of the streets, and the alleyway opens up onto a portion of the street, slightly wider, one of the more main thoroughfares, and you can see a number of normal people on the street, sort of the people that have been milling around Skullport the entire time. And they are looking horrified at something you can't quite see around the corner.
When you say around the corner, can we tell roughly which direction?
Roughly this way.
Right.
And they are... These ones are slowly backing away down alleyways or back along the thoroughfare.
Right.
You can't tell what it is, but you can tell that it's not immediately on top of them. It's not like they're doing that sort of backing away where it's like, we're trying to not grab the attention of the thing more than it is, we have given up on that and we just need to go speed.
Right. In which case, I'll kind of look up to Nefira and try and make a signal for them to try and subtly take a look over there, as me and Nuri move over to the corner, so we can just about get to the point where I can put Nuri down and slowly bend to look around the corner.
Okay.
But I want to get Nefira to take a look from up above, just in case they can see better than I can. And maybe yell at me before I put my head up.
As the street gets more open and you can see more around it, you can see that this person is backing away, but backing away into a wall. And like they've backed up and they've hit a building, and they are at the point where it's he can't move without. He's just like looking up at something that you still can't quite see from your perspective. But
right.
You can see it's probably very close to you, and he is very not happy about it. Nefiri, you take a run and leap across the alleyway and grab hold of the building and climb up onto the top of it and run over the vaulted rooftop. And you can look down and see now that holding this sword in one hand, this black blade, is a large humanoid creature, greying skin, elongated arms, elongated black scraggly hair covers its face. Small hairs stick out from the arms, and you can sort of see the nubs of extra arms down its torso. They've not grown yet. It looks like this thing is sort of mid-transformation into something. But it is a very tall, lanky, humanoid creature, stretched proportions. You can see torn fragments of what once were clothing.
Okay, I facing that sword is cursed. You are not touching that sword in the month of Sundays. I'll yell back across the roof. Underscum might want to make a move.
Right. I would like to rage, please.
Okay.
And I would like to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
Pretty much, I'm going to be coming around and charging in and immediately going for a grapple.
Okay. Let's start with Vaesen, because that's immediately quicker. You point your hand out, you fire Eldritch Blast, and the spider webs shoot out of your hands. Roll me the attacks with advantage, because you are surprising this creature.
I'm apparently a warlock now.
Yes. Vaesen, you can also move up 40 feet, because it is your, as your surprise turn.
First one is a 22, the second is a 21.
Well, those surprisingly both hit. Roll me damage.
13 on the first one, 14 on the second one.
Okay. Okay. You blast and it whips round, and just as it starts to whip round and look up the building at you, bursts out of the alleyway, runs and tackles into it.
Yes.
Roll me your grapple check.
Absolutely. It's a 30 it needs to beat.
Okay, we'll see if it can. Let's see, that's a +4 it has. No! No, it doesn't.
It's a strong boy.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's because his arms are so long. It's just like bugbear arms. They wrap around you and then wrap around you again.
My favourite part when it comes down to the grapple is technically you only need to use one hand. So just basically, I've got him in a lock. One arm lock.
Okay, Nuri, is there anything you want to do on this turn where everybody's leaping out of cover and attacking this whatever it is?
I mean, I don't mind helping to attack, or I can at least help somebody
I've
else.
just seen the title of this creature.
Oh no.
Where is it on the map? 'Cause
It is around this corner, so you've been put down on the alleyway ground as goes round the corner to tackle it.
You might need to go an extra step just to see
I was
it.
gonna say, if I go there, or that. Yeah, aha.
I was going to say, I thought I recognised the artwork.
I mean, this could be another creature underneath it, can't it? It's obviously... Is it transformed, we're guessing, so we don't want to...
As far as we understand it is. At the moment, the key part is it appears to be dangerous.
Is it classed as a humanoid?
It is not.
No. It's humanoid.
Macadoodle says, nah, it's friendly.
Well, it seemed quite happy to have a hug from me, so I think so. Now say hello to the Bagman. Everyone in chat, say hello to the Bagman.
I'll give a shield of faith.
Okay. You get a +2 to your AC.
Hey.
And we are going to roll initiatives. And we're going to hope that this works.
Are you ready for them?
I am now.
Here we go. No!
Wow.
Ow. Ow. Still, okay, it's not a bad place to get a natural one. There are worse places to get a natural one.
It's a bag, man. Not the bag, man.
Feel me a dream.
Boom, 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 boom.
Make it a bag full of ice cream.
Boom, 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 boom.
Fill it up with roses
joy.
and gold.
Nefira.
Well, I'm guessing advantage is now gone out the window.
It has, I'm afraid. It knows you are here.
Technically, is in combat if that helps.
Yeah.
I think that mainly affects
I'm gonna use
rogues.
it. What's the range on this thing? Why do you not tell me range? Oh, 60 feet. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do something I haven't done for a while. For my turn, I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can you make
you're
a
about to
con
summon
save
a-
for me, please?
You were going to summon a friend.
No, I'm annoyingly, this is a problem with warlocks. That spider climb bit cost me a spell slot. One of two.
Just failed.
Yes!
Ooh.
Take a whopping 8 points of cult damage.
Okay.
And you, sir, have disadvantage on your next weapon attack roll.
That is annoying slightly.
That's why I picked it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That will be my turn, yes.
It is now its turn. And at the start of its turn, you see some of the wounds from the arcane blast start to seal up. And it starts healing itself.
Oh, that's not good.
And then it is going to get... What does it get? There's a multi-attack. That many attacks. Nice.
Good. Yeah.
It turns on you.
I wonder why.
Well, it doesn't like being held, but you can see weirdly as you hold it, it's squeezing, and where your arms are is constricting tighter and tighter. It's a weird feeling, as if you're holding something that's like squishy.
Yeah.
And it turns, and it's like the upper body above where you are holding doesn't particularly care that the lower body shouldn't be able to move like this. And it whips round and it attacks you with its claws, which would be at disadvantage, but also, because it has a feat, would be at advantage. So is going to be... The first attack is at normal. That is a 16 to hit.
That misses.
And then we have a 20.
That hits.
So it swings a set of claws out at you. One arm, and you just duck out of the way. The other arm comes up, and you weren't expecting it to move in this way. And you take 9 points of slashing damage, halved to 4.
Yep.
And then for its final attack, it launches its teeth forward at you and tries to bite you, but you just duck out of the way again.
Nice try, but no kisses on the first date.
Faison.
Cool. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep running. So that's 10. I can see the fear on the roof.
Yep.
15. 20. 30. Huh, what's going on? Why is everyone complaining?
Hang in there, Underscum, the winged hussars are here.
You need to get a little bit further around the corner.
35. Oh. Cool. I actually, frustratingly, can't quite get there this turn.
We need to give you a hand crossbow that you can just...
Oh, no, I have a better option. I'm going to throw my fucking sword.
Okay.
I can teleport my sword back into my hand. Why the hell not? How do I throw a greatsword, John?
With great difficulty.
That's a very good question. It's not designed for that.
You hold down the R trigger when you have a weapon equipped, and you go to the crosshair on the thing you're aiming for.
Roll me I'm gonna make this an improvised weapon because it's not designed to be thrown.
That's fair.
And so it's not gonna work the same way.
I thought you were just going to finish on work there. It's just not going to work.
It's just not gonna work. Roll me a dexterity attack with your proficiency because I'll allow you to keep the proficiency bonus. So
that's just going to be a plus 5 to the roll then. D20 plus 5. That's a 24.
So you run round the corner, you hurl Scale Edge, and it whips through the air past Underscum. Roll me a D4 plus your strength modifier.
So that's D4 plus 4. That's for 8 damage.
The great sword, scale edged, whips through the air, slices across the creature, and then just clangs down the street.
Cool. I'll make my last 5 foot of movement then, and assuming that we'll let this work this way, I'll use my bonus action to bring it back to my hand.
It clatters down the street and then suddenly just erupts and just in lightning reappears in your hand.
I'm so glad that worked. Like that, he says that in character.
Right. Time to fling this thing to the ground. I'm gonna shove him down.
Okay.
So, make another athletics check against athletics check.
Yep.
And here we go. That is 28 to beat.
23. Which one's higher? Yeah, you grapple it to the ground and it lands prone on the ground.
Good. Right.
Its head just turns round to see you, despite you land, like you grappling it and pushing it to the ground face first. Its head just...
Is it still holding the weapon?
Yes.
Because it's done 2 claw attacks and a bite attack. I wasn't too sure if it was. So it is. Would I be permitted this turn, or would I have to wait for next turn to try and disarm it?
How many attacks do you get a turn?
Currently, I get 1 attack.
You'd have to disarm it next turn, I'm afraid.
That's fine. Yeah, 1 attack. I'm quite happy to hold on for the moment.
Nuri,
Yes.
what would you like to do on your turn?
Let's have a look, see. Let's do a Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
Do the cantrip.
That is gonna be... It failed. So roll the versatile damage. Oof. You can see it reacting to this sound.
It's working. Do more of that.
Does anybody need healing? As a...
I'll survive for the time being, thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit early for a top-up.
Alright then, I might as well try this then as well.
Okay, so that will drop Shield of Faith. But the spirits of the dead start swirling around Nuri.
Make ready, your turn comes.
Nefira.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. The shame I can't use smites with Eldritch Blast.
Wait, did you just say smites?
Yes, I have smites.
I have many questions.
My spell list as a warlock was very limited. We shall stick with the classic and just do a couple of Eldritch Blasts from the roof. The first one to 10, the second to 15.
They're at disadvantage because he is prone.
Okay, then. In which case,
I
the first one
believe
to 10.
it's all ranged attacks.
I suppose knocked down to the ground, maybe.
I want to agree with you.
Let me double check that because it might not. Prone. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Which I'm not.
Otherwise, it has disadvantage because they are prone.
Oh, well. So that first one is a 10.
The 10 misses.
And that second one is a 15.
The 15 just hits.
Okay. That is good to know. First round of damage. Also, I will Hexblade curse him as well.
Okay.
Where's my theme to click so we know what Hexblade curse does? Where's it gone?
The shadows just grow up around him.
Yeah. So it takes a total of 6 force damage. 9, sorry, in total. Because it's plus 3.
And 3 more than that, which would bring it down to that many. Anything else with your turn?
No,
That's
that
a
is my
bonus
turn.
action and an action.
No, I'm all good. I'm going to sit up here on the roof and
It is your
keep my
turn.
distance.
So on its turn, you can see it starts to... The wounds that it has taken start to heal up again, and you can see these additional limbs just start to grow out of its torso.
Yeah, no, stop that. That's
He's
cheating.
been holding this weapon for far too long. He's changing.
It says something. Does anyone speak giant?
Oh, no.
No.
Nope.
Cool. None of you understand what it says. It's gonna make an attack against because is there, and reminds me that I have a sword to play with as well.
Yeah.
And I didn't frostbite this turn.
It's on the ground at least.
It does have, I believe it does have disadvantage because it is prone. Going to use that as the bonuses because I can't remember what exactly they want to be.
Oh no.
I do love the idea that this creature that, even lying on its front, has to be as tall as is standing up, and is just struggling. It's prone, is just struggling to lash out.
Just reminds me of the spider person, the droid up. literally picked me up at one point, and I just dragged them back down to the ground.
That's not going to hit.
No.
How's 21?
21 will hit.
Okay.
Just grabbing a drink, bear it back.
Could you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Is it just slices along along your chest with the sword?
That's 24.
That's fine. The blade stings, and the wound hurts, but you only take 6 points of damage. 12 halved to 6.
Gotcha.
I was going to say, does that include the +3 that I give to your saves? I don't know if that would make a difference.
No, he saved.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if I got the +3, that would just take that up to 27.
And then a 19 as it tries to bite you.
It's too late for me to use cutting words, isn't it?
No, I believe you can use cutting words.
In which case, I will use cutting words. And is that going to give me the dice which I need?
No.
No, apparently not. Okay, so it's a D6, isn't it?
I believe so at this point, yes.
Bardic Inspiration does, yeah.
Yeah.
1d6, boom. Takes 3 off of it.
16 to hit then.
Dang it. 16 is exactly what it needed.
Okay. It turns round and its entire back sort of arches up and strikes into you with its teeth. And it bites in for 9 damage, halves to 4.
Just imagine halfway. Do you think that really?
Vason.
Did we recognize the language it was speaking at us? Or we just didn't understand?
You would have possibly heard it. Roll me a history check.
Okay. Why is it the dumbest character in the part is rolling history checks? That's a 9.
No.
That is entirely fair.
You can't place it.
Cool. I think this turn, as I'm like moving past to sort of get into a flanking position with I do say in Draconic, what was that?
Okay.
But what I will try to do is I want to make 2 attacks, but I specifically want to try and just cut its sword hand off.
Okay. I will give it a higher AC, but if you do a certain amount of damage, I'll allow that.
Cool. So that'll be with advantage because of flanking?
Because of flanking and it being prone.
Oh yeah, true. So roll to attack with advantage. That's a 20.
That will hit.
Cool. I'm going to drop a first level smite on this.
Okay.
So that'll be
Macadoodle says, I said a hand, not a hand cut, a haircut.
No take backs and no refunds.
So that'll be.
Oh, who did we lose?
Christy.
Okay.
Oh dear. So it'll be 13 from the basic hit, and then from the smite, to make sure I get this right. So that's 2d8, and is this thing undead or fiend?
It is not.
Cool, so that's just 2d8 radiant damage.
Welcome back, Christy.
Another 11.
Okay. Yeah, That slices through.
Cool. So the sword is dropping?
The sword and the sword hand just to the ground.
Cool, right. I'm going to put my foot on top of that.
Okay.
So I am standing on the sword hand. And then it would take... I do have a second attack, but could I use that to try and get it to yield? Or to just stop? Like, essentially do an intimidation instead?
Sure.
Cool. So I'm trying in... was there any reaction to me saying anything in Draconic before?
It looked round in a way that it understood you were speaking to it, but didn't seem to understand the language you were speaking.
Cool. I'm going to switch to Primordial then.
Okay.
First time I've spoken that in this campaign. And I'm going to try and just gonna be like, yield. We don't want to hurt you. We just need to confiscate the sword.
Okay, roll me a intimidation and an insight check.
Okay, so intimidation. Boom. Oh, that's a 12, but the insight. Oh, with a 4. Oh no! Oh no!
You speak forth in Primordial, which is a strange language not often heard, spoken in the realms, and you look down at the creature and try to intuit if it understood you. It looks up to you as you stand over it. Its neck still strangely arcing to angles that it... You know that it shouldn't be able to look round in the way that it is doing as is holding it on the ground. But you try to intuit if your words have pierced through to it. But you can't make heads or tails of its alien physiology and movements, so you don't know if you've managed to placate it.
That's entirely fair, and just do I have anything bonus action speed that's useful here? Considering that I don't think it's particularly happy, I'm going to quickly drop Divine Favor on myself with my last first level spell slot.
Okay.
That's just extra radiant damage every turn.
Right. After being very baffled by Basin clearing his throat and looking very angry at the thing on the floor, does it look like there has been any change after taking off the hand and separating the sword from them?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, damn.
Oh no!
On my screen, it literally was hovering over 18 and then dropped onto 2.
Oh no!
It's the most annoying thing to see.
You look down at it and you're sure for a second the arms that started to expand are not moving as fast.
I think we started. Alright. I think this one's reverting. In which case we're gonna just keep it down until it's calmed down entirely. Oh, this would be a stupid idea. I would be caught in it as well. Right.
I like stupid ideas.
Might not work quite as well, because at the moment I'm holding it down, and if I do this one, I'm going to fall asleep with it. Or potentially before it, depending on how much health it's got.
I mean, it could be a beautiful romance. Like, just think of the stories. This is the meet cute.
Right. What?
Imagine the wedding speech.
Let's see. Clear that so I can actually read the spell. Right, I have no idea how much this one's got, so sorry, let's do this. Diddle-diddle-diddle, so within 20 feet. For the sake of trying to cast this in just the right way and holding it down, and considering that I can hold with about 10-foot distance. Let's see now. Trying to see where I would need to put this thing. How high up is Nefira?
At this point, he's about 25 feet up in the air, so...
Okay, don't need to worry about it.
Unless you put it quite high off the ground, you're probably not going to catch Nefira in the bubble.
My aim, then, is to effectively make sure I've got the head pointed in a downward position down this way, and casting Sleep at a 20-foot point over here, so that it would hopefully only affect its head. It's basically trying to force its head in. This thing where I'm holding that's apparently got that, but if it moved up one bit, so considering that is...
God, no, I've started drawing another one.
It's one of those bits.
So if you put it there, you get it, but you do also get the civilian.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing. I thought there would be at least one location I'd be able to do that. Where it.
You can put it here, you get it and Vaesen, but not the civilian.
Because I'm having no idea how much health it's got left.
Or you can just sort of put it here and get everybody but you.
Yeah, I don't want to quite go that far.
Or go one further and we get you as well. It's really up to you. There's a world of choices.
Right, solid. The aim is not to get me, so at the very least I can still have it pinned down. Let's have it so that it affects it and Vaesen, and hopefully I don't knock out Vaesen.
Okay.
Right.
Roll me
Spellify time.
however many ridiculous numbers of D, whichever it is, you'd get for sleep.
Right, so doing that, and does that give me something to hit it?
5d8.
What the?
Well, that's 2d8.
No, that's the 2d8.
That's the high level bit.
So it'll be grand total 30.
Okay, 30 points. It falls asleep.
Good.
Hang on a minute, let me read a thing first.
No. I don't like hearing you say that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
So
It falls asleep.
Good.
30. Vaesen does not fall asleep.
I was going to say, I'm looking at that number and another number, and they do not align.
Right. Okay.
If you had caught the commoner in it, they would have fallen asleep first.
I thought as much. I knew that obviously the way that it works, it was more a case of I want to try and affect just the back, and it wasn't going to happen, was it? Anyway, they're down, they're out, they're asleep. Hopefully they will continue to change back and live a regular life with one arm less. In the meantime, we need to take care of that sword.
As you gather round, you see the arms on its side retract in. Its whole elongated form snaps and twists over the course of the next couple of seconds.
Oh, God.
It cracks and it shrinks and it becomes just another normal half-elf person. Its hair retracting back into sort of a more normal hairstyle rather than entirely covering its face. Its arm now ends in a bloody stump.
Nuri, we need you quick.
I can do some healing.
Mason just sort of like picks his foot up, puts his foot on the blade, and just picks up the chopped off hand and hands it over to Nuri.
The hand also has reverted back to a normal half-elven hand.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh dear. That's what I was worried about, that there is a human, well, not a human, but another creature underneath that creature.
yeah. Well, that sword's definitely dangerous.
So, face it, you know my parallel to this sword earlier?
A parallel?
Yeah, you know, this whole thing with curses stacking.
Mm-hmm.
That.
I mean, I'm pretty good at resisting curses.
No.
Well, someone's gonna have to pick it up.
Wait, a cursed sword, that's like a magic sword, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the magic sword you gave me is alright, but that one looks like it's very powerful.
Well, unless somebody has mage hand.
No.
Vason, very quickly after the fight finishes, the human who was stood behind you rushes off. Like,
Wait, are you okay? Are you okay?
As you look round, he's just like sweat pouring down his face and a damp patch on the front of his trousers as he runs.
He'll be fine.
He just runs down the nearest alleyway out of sight.
That's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
For
the sake of...
I have a plan of picking it up, but I'm not quite sure what would happen.
I could always get an unseen servant to do it.
Oh, I was going to pick a very seen servant.
Would you like to come down off the rooftop now, Smitty?
Yeah, I'll come down off the rooftop now.
Are you thinking hick? Well, he's not our servant. I don't know what on earth got you through that head, but that was what was going on.
No. I was going to summon a friend, but I'm not quite sure what would happen to the friend.
Nuri, your spell closes the bleeding stump, but unfortunately Cure Wounds does not regrow or reattach hands.
No, I didn't think it would do.
I'm guessing lesser restoration won't either.
No.
Damn.
I believe it's about 7th level.
that fair.
Yep, 7th level spell. Regenerate. Causes 4d8 plus 15 healing and regains 1 hit point for each of its turns for the next hour, plus any missing parts regrow within 2 minutes.
Oh.
What level's regeneration at?
That's 7th level.
Okay.
7, what we just said.
Yeah, that's the one. If you have the spare part, it grows back instantly. You just like, boop, and it reconnects. It doesn't take a whole minute to grow a new one. 2 minutes to grow a new one. But
Nice.
yeah.
So, the sword.
Do you want me to summon a shadow for it?
Well,
I was like, does
do we
anyone
want
have
the shadow?
magic?
Because that's kind of powerful. Because I have an unseen servant which doesn't have much, and if it becomes strong, I can just ignore it and it disappears. Yours is a demon-y thing, isn't he? It looked demon-y thing. It was scary and made a shadow.
It's certainly scary, although surely you mean spider themed, not demon themed.
Yeah, it's same thing for right?
Yeah, pretty much. Same one kind of magic. They're all pretty much the same.
So yeah, okay then. We'll go with your on C7 if.
Right.
At about this point, having received healing from Nuri, the half-elf stuns themselves awake. Doesn't quite seem to take in where it is as the sword picks itself up off the ground. Starts mumbling. You can't tell if he's fully awake or just sort of talking in his sleep. The mother watches. The mother watches. The mother watches. The mother's watching.
I think I just sort of crouch in front of him and just sort of like slap him very gently on the face to get his attention. Just like, hello?
The mother of
You
all
with us?
watches. What?
The mother of all watches what?
Everything.
Who's the mother of all?
I don't know. Well, why did I think that? Why can't I feel my...
Don't look at your right hand side.
What? What's happening? Where am I?
I don't even have any whiskey to give him.
Short version. You had the misfortune to pick up that cursed sword, and I just point at the sword that's now floating in midair.
He looks up and just... What?
And
Why is it doing
unfortunately, oh, my friend behind you has an unseen servant. Safer than touching it ourselves. Just I don't know if you may not remember this. It sort of transformed you. You might feel a few aches and pains over the next few days. Besides the hand, and I'm very sorry about that. It felt like the safer option than trying to kill you.
This is a lot to take in.
You know what? Yeah, I get you. It's a lot.
You have a home? You remember where your home is?
Yes, it's coming back. I need to go home.
So, before you leave, do you normally speak Giant? Actually, sorry. Did we recognize it as that language?
You would have recognized it probably. Between the four of you, you could have pieced together that it was Giant that it was speaking.
It did sound very big.
Like, do you normally speak Giant?
No. I don't know what that was, who that was, but I can remember flashes like it was a dream. Like I was seeing through something else's eyes. The rage and the fury. The mother.
Do you want to tell us more?
The mother just wants fury and rage and carnage. His
Are
mother
you
just
going to-
wants
I don't
fury
like the
and
sound of that.
rage and carnage.
His mother?
Yes. I don't know what it means.
Are you going to be okay?
I just need to
What I meant. Sorry.
get home and sleep. Just sleep it off.
But I was
Is
going to
anyone that can-
suggest, if you know where you live, we can help you there, at least.
Yes. Also, then I will have a change of clothes.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone that can look after you?
Yes. Yes, I have family here.
Okay, good. Would hate to leave you alone after this.
Well, I thought we were taking them back to their home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they might have lived alone.
Oh, I see. So we could have hired someone to keep company. There are those people here, right? Babysitters?
Are you good to walk?
I can carry you.
I think I can.
Nuri will have to walk as well, but that's all right.
I can trail, can't I?
I think I can walk it.
No.
Probably.
All right then, Nuri, you still got a lift.
Hey.
Alright, I'll give the guy a hand up.
Wrong choice of words.
Yeah, no, I was thinking at the same time.
Which hand do you give them? Give me back his one. That's very in poor taste.
I feel like confiscating his hand is a little in worse taste.
This is ours now. Pocket.
Would you like your hand back? It could look very nice on a mantelpiece.
I don't think I have much use for it anymore. Oh god, the joke just came to my head, but if you know a second-hand shop, if you know somewhere I can get a hook or a hand or something.
Well, if we find our friend and get him back into the right frame of mind, I might be able to make you something.
Very good. He has a mechanical spider.
And a chair with wheels. Don't let me ride it, though.
You'd break it, You're too big.
Well, I just want to try.
But yeah, sort of like get myself underneath his arm if he looks like he's having an issue walking, and I guess we walk along with him back to his house.
He takes a while. He does seem to be very slow on his feet at the moment, dazed, slightly confused, and very aches and pains from bones growing and reshifting and shrinking again. It's been a heck of a day for this guy. But you eventually manage to make your way back to his house, and a grateful elven wife lets him in and takes him up to nurse him in the bed, and thanks you for bringing him home rather than bringing a corpse home.
Now, would you like his hand?
No.
Let's not make the joke.
Yeah, too soon.
Okay.
Too soon, buddy.
But is fine.
So,
I thought I was trying to level out the playing field. I thought I was trying to make things better. I'm just gonna leave it.
Out of character, I just love the sort.
Hand.
Out of character, but you took it in marriage. You don't want to keep it?
Well, I took the other one.
Yes, I picked left.
Yeah, consider this a divorce then.
Well, you know the saying, left for leaving, right for receiving.
Ooh. I don't get it.
I don't know that phrase. What does that mean?
It is a saying. It is a saying. Don't you know that? If your hand itches, left for leaving, right for receiving. If your right hand itches, then you're going to get money. If your left hand itches, then you're going to lose money.
So if the right hand itches, I get money. If the left hand itches, I don't.
Yeah, you lose money.
I have an allergy to onions. If I start rubbing that on my right hand, can I force it?
I think it works that way.
I was going to ask about what does it mean if my elbow's itching?
Then you're
something
screwed because you can't lick it.
Yep.
We should probably ask these people's names.
That's true. We've got to come back at some point. Introduce Walt. Give her a new customer. Who I think we should probably give a nice discount because we cut the hand off.
Yeah, just apologies. We didn't have the wherewithal at the time by virtue of wanting to not kill him. What are your names?
Oh, he is Cree Ward. Gonna pop that in the chat. He is Cree Ward. And I'm...
Jonathan.
I'm Jonathan. You may have heard of me. I was in that film. Ulthana.
Nothing else just gives John enough time to quickly come up with a name.
Click on 20,000names.com. That's what I always do.
I am Ulthana.
Right.
Is there anything we can do to help, or
I think you've done enough for now. Thank you.
I do have to warn you, just because, well, it sort of looks towards where are the swords hanging now? Because I'm assuming it's sort of hanging ominously in the middle of the group of us.
Kind of, it's just being held at the moment, just floating by. I wonder whether the unseen servant gets a bit bored every now and again, gives it a swing.
Yeah, I'm probably just like floating along.
If this has been about an hour or so, I could just about it falling to the floor and I just have to cast it again to bring it back up.
It's been about 10-15 minutes, so you've not
so
got to worry about it just yet.
Yeah, I just explained, like, he's been mentioning this idea of a mother. It seems to be something to do with the cursed weapon. Like, basically the practical, useful information that does not incriminate any of us.
Okay.
So I do not mention that one of our friends made it. I just mentioned that it is a cursed sword that we were on the trail of.
Okay, you give the useful information over, and Ulthana goes and tends to Cree word.
Right. I think that went rather well.
I'm glad I didn't kill somebody. And just sort of wait for the door to close. At the house, and then... What the fuck do we do with this sword?
Well, Well, I'm guessing that we can't touch it, otherwise that happens. Unless it's those with a low constitution, and so you see the hand starts going over, just turning into a finger to prod the sword. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Fine.
As your finger approaches it, you just hear a voice in your head.
Is his voice in any way recognizable?
It
or
is
familiar to any degree.
It is a female voice.
Is it like... Yep.
You don't recognize it per se.
Okay.
It's the suggestion of a female voice more than any particular...
I mean, to be fair, the moment that happens, it puts a chill straight down my spine anyway. So before you even manage to slap my hand, I pull my hand back quickly. You see a bit of look of fear as I look at that sword now. Okay, we need to put that into a little sword coffin and never open it again.
There's an arcane forge.
There's a lovely forge. Let's go to the forge and make a nice weapon coffin that it will never be able to open.
Yeah, actually, we've literally just cleared out an arcane workshop. We could
You
melt
have.
the damn thing down.
Well, that might not be enough. No. We need to make sure that none of that metal, none of that thing, it can get out. We need to trap it. We need to make sure it's completely concealed, that no one can ever touch it, regardless of what form it might take next. Because no, that's I don't know if it is what I think it is, but I don't want it to be what I think it is. And if it is what I think it is, I don't think we need to do anything. We need to make sure that it does not touch anyone.
What do you think it is?
When I went to touch it, it was a female voice. I said yes. Now I've heard female voices in the past, back in bad past, came out of the shadows. It didn't sound the same, but I don't know if maybe it's just using a different one, but I don't want to take that risk.
I think it's probably the mother.
But we don't know who the mother is.
That Cleveland was talking about.
We seal it up. I don't care if you want to smelt it down first, but whatever comes out is sealed up. We do not touch it. We make it so that no one can touch it.
Crazy idea. After melting it down, would Nori be able to call her husband and be like, take it to another dimension with you? Please, pretty please.
But what if they get infected?
Sorry?
But what if they get infected?
No, because then he can go and bury it in another dimension somewhere. Melt it down. He takes it somewhere else. He literally buries it in the ground.
All right.
Keep in the ground, or keeps it in between dimensions because, he has like this thing going on with the tentacle guy, and like the warlock and thing that he does. So, he could just leave it hanging in the space between. And then,
that does sound good, actually. But I still think that we need to put it in a box of some kind so that it can't get out of that first.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the house.
Right,
we'll put it in somewhere. We can keep it in my room so it's only disturbing me. I'm not going to pick it up. I know it's more dangerous than you think it is.
No. We are not leaving this.
Because we don't know, none of us know how these things work. I've never made a magical sword before. Have you? Have you ever destroyed one?
I mean, technically I've made one, summons the rapier and makes it vanish again. But that's my thing.
Have you ever destroyed one?
Why would you want to keep
really.
that in the room with you? It already has a voice. It is calling out. And you want to be at your weakest possible position when you're asleep. Let that thing convince you.
It's got to live. It's got to be somewhere, and I'd rather that someone was keeping an eye on it.
Please
rather than
seal it up so that it can never be touched.
Please. Sure, yeah, we can put it in a wooden box, but we've got to put the wooden box somewhere.
I grudge.
That's why I'm saying another dimension.
But does anybody have a bag of holding? We just shove it in there for now.
Wall has it.
Okay, right.
Let's just get it. Let's get to the house. We can think about it there.
Okay, fine. But no one can near.
Oh, wait. Ah! Oh, no. Cool. Sorry, that's all out of character, that reaction.
I actually zoomed out to see what the heck was going on.
I guess I think back. Can I whisper that? How do I whisper to John on this tool? No.
It's a very good question.
By the way, it's /W space GM.
Ah, there we go. We can continue back to the house, by the way. Don't wait on me.
So you start heading back towards the house. The sword just floats along beside you as if carried on a sort of cushion, swaying slightly.
Why? Why do you do this to me, DM?
Oh, I don't know. It's fun.
Oh, I see. I'm not the only one being spoken to.
Oh boy.
Yeah, anyway, the sword swing, I was like, I'm just going, can you summon like another helper to stop that thing swinging around, just in case it accidentally touches someone?
Well, this is why I'm trying to say that we make sure that we keep a space. We keep it in the middle, and we make sure there's room around it. And we will just slowly walk it through, and it should be fine.
It's just gonna take one innocent kid and a demon child.
I don't know whether I can actually need to take a look and see. Oh, no, I don't need to concentrate. Could I cast 2 unseen servants to carry this?
Yes. The sword suddenly floats up higher as if they're following your command, like holding it above their heads so that it's harder for it to accidentally nick anyone on the way past.
There we go. Now, while we're walking, you're better at designing. Can you design a coffin that cannot be opened? It just needs to be as big as the sword.
Is concrete a thing?
And if nothing else, I was just thinking we get a load of steel. There must be a lot of metal down here. We've come across a few forges. Maybe you make a metal box, which is completely shut and will never open again.
I want to get to the house and put this thing somewhere, anywhere that's not.
I'm not liking the sounds which are coming out when people are...
But we got these whispers, yeah, I know, totally I have the worst poker mouth. Poker face, yes, but sadly I will make noises. For me player wants to respond a certain way, I must respond like an ethereal would.
Oh, I love this because I have no idea what your conversation is, and I don't. I don't know mine.
Oh no, it's my turn. Oh no, it's my turn.
Oh, Christy, are you ready?
Let's have a look.
Are you ready? Are you ready for pain?
Where am I looking?
Okay.
I can only type so quickly.
Right. Yeah, everything's going to be perfectly fine. Nothing bad will ever happen.
Sorry, people watching the Twitch chat and listening to the podcast later.
It's got to be the most exciting thing you've seen so far. I mean, at the moment, I'm juggling, but just not on camera.
Oh, I'm glad that it is going back to chat. It is visible for the chat.
Your side of the conversation is visible on streams. My side is not.
Oh no.
They're seeing half a conversation. This is dreadful radio. I'm very sorry, podcast listeners.
I mean, we can talk about other things. Did we get into anything fun over the bank holiday weekend?
Recovery
Bank holiday was con.
I was still thinking, hang on a second, when it came down to, you lot are having conversations? I didn't get that conversation. I just got points. Okay. Oh boy. I'm not going to look at the stream. Because I'm very much guessing that these are going to be sort of silent conversations, or are they actually?
Oh, they are silent conversations. I think.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to look at the stream.
Conversations of the mind.
I'm not going to look at the stream then.
I'm going to switch this around, and we're going to go and whisper in the silent secret room.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ah, hello.
You would undo us giving birth to our son.
He's clearly not happy. You've ruined his life. His death?
We gave him life. Are we not allowed to tell him how he should use it?
No.
See you, Dragon One, Vaesen on a quest for glory and power. This is what we offer. Would you like glory? Or throw us away?
Not yours. I make myself glorious. I don't need you. The only thing I need from you is to leave my friend alone.
And for now, I'm going to send you back.
Cool.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I'm just going to repeat the last message I sent you, which was... Whatever you desire, the Dark Mother of all can provide.
I mean, are you stronger than the Spider Queen? Because if you are, that offer is really tempting.
She is one of ours.
I mean, when you say one of you, do you mean like you're part of a equally aligned group? She's subservient to you, your superior, manager, supervisor?
She is my daughter.
You. Oh.
Yes. We were not lying when we said we were the Dark Mother.
Can I insight check this, please?
Yes.
Lovely. I can have the private GM, can't I?
Yes.
Thank you, man. Imperial, where's your character sheet gone? Inside, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
It's difficult to read the feelings and the truthfulness of the voice in your head. We could offer you what you desire. What is it you want, Spiderling?
I mean, to be a better servant of love is one thing, to be rid of my humanity's another.
You don't need humanity.
But if you can give me more power, that could be fun.
Yes. We could do that. Take us for your own. Wield this weapon.
Okay, final question. And this is kind of an important one. Can you, like, shapeshift to something that I can use with a bit more dexterity than brute strengthing it? Because you're big and heavy.
We will take the form you require. This is paltry. We can be what weapon you need.
We'll talk about this
Forged of
later.
his blood and sweat. Our child bled for this weapon.
You're pitching too hard here. We'll talk about this later.
If you insist.
It's hard to walk and talk in your head and oh god damn it, I stepped in a puddle.
We do not care.
Well, I do. My foot's wet now. It's in my socks. Gonna wet feet for days.
Okay, I'm putting you back now.
Yes, go for it.
Hello.
Hi. I don't have tempting speech for
No.
He
Pretty much rejected immediately.
he won't be tempted by it, and so the voice doesn't speak to but
to be fair, when it comes down to it, this has been an excellent little thing to play around with the others. Just oh my god, I literally coming out of this, okay, kind of deal. Right, I'm going to take a moment or two to process what I've just been told.
Yeah, we're just going to have a little chat here. I mean, the stream can hear us because obviously we're on stream. So
yeah.
They know this.
How long before they come in?
but
it's one of those things where
don't.
the temptation to sort of throw in a private roll as well. Again, just sort of really
Yeah, I mean,
spark
if
up.
you want, give me an insight check. You can.
Yeah, let's go through a private GM roll there, and we'll go in for, as you say, for an insight there. Just for the sake of fun.
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's an
some
roll
insight.
there, all right.
Yeah, that's a good number. Yeah.
This is the fun part when it comes down to.
That's better than the
this
Nefira rolled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just once again throwing in a little bit of what the hell's happening. So long as they're not listening, of course. Oh god.
Well, I think Goat may have heard this, but you know.
There's a chance. The real question is whether they want to play along with the gag or not.
I'm sure Goat will. So you know.
That's the thing. Anyone who is listening in the chat, please keep the gag going. If nothing else, start shouting out "oh no's" and terrible things.
Yeah.
So people do happen to sort of have a flick over, but it's muted, they get a bit scared.
Yep. Goat. Thank you, Goat. Okay, we're gonna put you back, and we're gonna get. Hi, Christy.
Hello.
You just hear a voice in your head. Female voice, but I'm not a master of voices. You would call your husband for help. You cannot nullify us on your own, magpie.
Well, I could spare you. We could leave it at that. Just an extra level of protection.
And if you buried us, someone might find us.
Yeah, but then you've been in another dimension, so it wouldn't bother us, it would bother them in theirs.
You have a lot of sense in you, Magpie. More than some of your friends. You are
Yeah, well.
wise. And we're going to go back now.
There you
go. And they're back.
You all walk along in silence for a good 5 minutes or so as you get back to the stairs and start making your way back up to the manor.
Well, only one person maimed. That's pretty good, right?
One of us got maimed?
No,
it's civilian.
The half-elf.
Okay.
Don't forget we took their hand. I still got it.
Did you have a hand in it?
Yep.
Oh, God.
A female voice just groans at that pun in all of your heads. It doesn't really.
Would you take my hand? Because I'm still holding it, I assume.
I will gladly take your hand.
Too soon?
I was waiting for you to say you got down. You take an arrow to the knee.
I've not been shot at much by people with bows. Normally crossbows or javelins. Maybe we need to fight some elves. Elves use bows, right?
But the pansy ones upstairs do, yes. The ones down here tend to use crossbows because, you've got the tight corners.
I suppose. But do you get those, really small ones?
I mean, we got one for Ick. I think. Well, he's got one in my hand crossbows, I can't remember.
He's got a crossbow. Oh, how's that sword? How are your unseen servants doing with that sword?
They seem to be doing fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Your body seems to be swaying a bit back there.
No. They'll hold on to it nice and tight and just send a little message. And yeah, you see there, they know. They know. We might want to get a move on, though.
Cool. I just want to roll insight on the party very quickly. I would want to see how everyone's feeling.
Okay. Everyone can roll me a deception or a persuasion. Don't tell the group what it is. Just roll it to the GM, and we'll see how Vasen's look around the group is.
I did do the last roll right, didn't I? Or a private?
It does appear to be private to me.
I saw the roll come up. It just says you privately roll some dice, so we have no
Okay, good.
results.
Yeah, in which case, kind of hard to check if you've done that right.
Or do you roll it privately?
So underneath the chat underneath the chat window is a thing that says public roll. If you change that over to private GM roll. And then make...
Okay, yeah, I see on the roll mode, yeah.
Oh, sorry, what were we...
persuasion or deception, depending on whether you want to hide your emotions or not. Don't
moving away from beyond 20, so I don't see the card.
I shall do a persuasion for mine.
And now, considering Vasen's wisdom check, the insight check that he made, and your own results, what does he see about you?
I am very unsure about my unseen servants. I don't seem to have that much confidence in whether or not they are okay or not.
Vasen.
Mm-hmm.
You've made the insight check. You're not the person I want to talk to. Nefira. Nefira, given your check result versus Vasen's insight check, what can Vasen tell about how Nefira's feeling right now?
Nefira's got something on his mind. What was he at? 14 to the 11. Yeah, it's hard to say like what it is specifically, but yeah, like I said, it's almost like you're playing poker against me. The poker face is there, but making noises. You're aware something's up.
And then finally, Nuri. Given the difference between the role that you made and the role that Vasen made, what, if anything, can he tell from your general demeanour?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm really trying to think. Because hers was so quick, I'm thinking part of me is quite chuffed. I sort of shut her down so quick. I was like, without revealing the conversation, I was a bit like, I pointed out something to her, and it was a bit like.
Nuri seems very happy with themselves.
Yes, I was going to say, it always seems bad that I'm with myself.
Everybody else has a little bit of a distracted, something else is on their mind. Nuri's just kind of got a slight glow about her, like, yeah, I did that.
You're right, lads. We'll have a drink once we get this put away.
Yeah, a drink would be great.
Yeah. A drink is what we need to worry about.
Do you want me to put it in my bedroll?
But no, don't leave it for now. We will take care of that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming we're going up the stairs at the moment.
Yes.
Cool. I think Mason will stand at the back, just to keep an eye on things. He's sort of like he's sort of positioning himself so that Nuri's at the front and he's behind the lads.
And is he also going to be behind the unseen servants?
Yes, he's not letting the sword disappear.
Okay. You make your way up the stairs and eventually get to the top level of the Skullport and make your way to the manor house. Make your way inside, and Toya and Zara and Ick have cleaned up the cracked crockery that you'd left of the tea set that fell to the floor and the tea stain that was on the floor, and now seem to be playing some form of card game that seems to be a cross between poker and Snap.
Oh, is that 3 Dragon Nancy? I'll join you in a hand.
They're not quite playing by the standard rule set, but you quickly pick up some of the game that they seem to have made up between themselves.
Who's the guy who looks after this place?
That would be a person's name.
I have forgotten his name.
So have I. Let me get the notes. Certainly have.
Say
some
hello,
of those.
everyone, to a person's name. Say hello to a person's name.
Hi, a person's name.
That would be Felrax, the Copper Dragonborn.
Felrax.
Yes.
Do you have anywhere we can lock up a sword?
Preferably a room you don't use.
We have lots of rooms that aren't used. Why do you need to lock up a sword?
Anyone who touches it seems to shapeshift into nasty monsters.
Yeah, that's all that happens.
That speaks giant for some reason.
Okay, that is a very good reason to lock up a sword.
It's a very spooky thing as well.
It talks to you. But don't listen. Whatever you do, don't listen to it.
Definitely don't listen to it.
That is. These are all fabulous reasons to lock away
Wait,
a sword.
it spoke to you, Mum?
Yeah.
It's a telepathic sword. It's been talking to all of us.
I didn't know if it'd been talking to all of us. I just assumed it was trying to fuck with me.
It's an evil sword. It's going to try and screw around.
I think it was trying to do with whoever it could potentially do with, which is kind of why I want to get my 2 unseen servants away from it as soon as possible. So if you could open up that room and get ready to lock it, I would be very thankful.
Yes, come this way. And he takes you to the back of the house, and your 2 unseen servants follow.
Good. The moment I get
I guess
into
they follow behind.
I'm really hoping that when it comes down to this room has no window, right? Please have no window.
It has, it used to have a window. It's been boarded up.
All right, that'll have to do. In which case, I get the unseen servants to go in and pretty much just bring them out of existence. Just immediately stop the unseen servants the moment they're far enough into the room, so the sword just clangs to the ground and basically say, lock the door, lock the door, lock the door, lock the door.
The sword just boom onto the ground, and Felrax closes the door. And does he have that spell?
Ooh. Okay. At least we know that's not going to be a problem, regardless what they said.
You were right, bud.
Well, I'll be better when we make sure this sword can't get into anyone else's hands, but for now, it's okay. We just need to make sure that nobody, not even any, especially not anybody the sword's been talking to, goes into this room. Otherwise, yes. Yes, no, everything's fine.
Felrax closes the door with a little copper key. Copper key? Yeah, sure. And pockets it. I have the only key to this room. It's perfectly fine. Sword hasn't been here long enough for it to speak to me just yet, so you know that it is safe. As safe as it can be.
Right, yeah, I suppose you're right with that side of things. It is as safe as... Oh.
You don't by any chance know anyone who can destroy magic swords, do you?
It's very difficult. You'd need... a lot of heat. Say a volcano or arcane forge. And that depends on the magic that was baked into the sword. If this is a very rare and powerful sword, or particularly a powerful enchantment on it, it might take more than the standard sword.
Oh, joy.
Best to keep it locked away for now, then.
Yep.
Yep, definitely, yes, yeah. Right. Ooh. I'm gonna stay watch by the door.
I'll say, how about the four of us make some tea, and we can talk about what it was trying to tell us to do.
I'm going to stay by the door.
I'll go make some tea, and I'll be back in a few.
Please do not drop this one.
How much was the last one? How much do I owe you?
It's not really about that, but we only have so many things of crockery. Just try not to break any more.
I have no intention of breaking more of your crockery.
Thank you.
And Basin goes to make some tea.
Immediately breaks the crockery.
This is like... No! Why did I pick up the delicate china with my draconic talents? No!
That it, once the campaign's over, one of us is turning into making, fine china, which can be used by all creatures.
Fine china specifically designed for Dragonborn.
And made divine pottery.
Yes.
No, let's be honest here.
Ergonomic pottery and ceramics.
Nah,
Dragon tea parties.
One, yes, very cool. Two, I can see Vason sort of like having like a tea shop where he's got like bronze kettles and all that sort of stuff and little bronze cups that everyone uses. Just full Uncle Irohing it.
Yeah.
You eventually bring a mismatched selection of crockery upstairs with tea in, prepared to serve tea to your friends and discuss whatever needs to be discussed.
Well, for the sake of transparency, since sharing is my idea, he flat out just offered me power. Because, like, yeah, I want to be a dragon. That's no great secret. I'll take issue with what happened with Wall. And whatever this sword is... Well, I don't think it's just sword. I think the sword is the mother. But basically I told it to shove it. I ain't taking no... I'm not cheating my way. If I'm going to be a dragon, I'm going to earn it. Not going to take any of that toxic shite.
It offered the same thing to me as well, not being a dragon, but it was like, yeah, I'm the Dark Mother. I can give you power beyond imagining.
I don't really want to talk about. I don't want to talk about. Not right now. No. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now.
You don't have to.
I need to.
Just so we can all agree that thing is just dark and evil. It's tempting everybody.
Yes.
Can it also say it was the Mother of Darkness to you as well?
It gave me a warning. It gave me a warning because I rejected it so quickly. I can't talk about it.
But was the warning don't give to children under the age of 5? That's just sensible.
Here, buddy. Sip your tea. It's probably... It's playing with your insecurities because it know it can. Just pass over his mug.
Right.
Oh, you know. Neri?
Sorry, what was the question? My thing dipped in and out.
What did she ask of you?
Oh, she was just like, why do I need my husband's help? You know. She thought I was strong enough by myself, which is quite nice.
So she didn't offer you anything?
No. And then I told her that, you know, if we hid it in another dimension, then it wouldn't be our problem. She said, fair enough. And stopped talking.
Well, I'm proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I sort of just toast and raise a glass to everyone. Go team anti-cursed sword.
Well, for this far, yes. Yes. This far.
Get it destroyed as soon as we can. What time?
Destroyed that easily.
Apparently not, but better that we get it. It's better that we find a way to destroy it than leave it for some other bushmark.
Yeah. No, you're right. We can't go dismembering hands off of everyone we meet just because they can't pick up the sword we didn't get rid of. That would be unkind.
It really is the opposite of being handy.
That felt very offhanded.
Yeah, it was.
I do hope that guy is left-handed.
Gonna be.
Gonna have to be. Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure they'll learn. I mean, we're very adaptable. You never know, he might have been ambidextrous.
This is where John has to modify the NPC and give him the feat ambidextrous.
I don't think that's a feat in D&D anymore.
No, it used to be though.
It did back in the old day.
What time is it, by the way?
Say that like it's just the singular day. At this point in the game, it is getting on in the day a bit. This has been a very long day where you've dealt with Wohl's demonic transformation and the fight in the shop and the shopping trip. and now the fight with this strange, amorphous creature thing, and walking for a while. So it is quite late now.
Niver is kind of at a cheeky sweet to his up, and is like, shall we just like have a good night's sleep away from the demonic sword?
No. We have to keep watch on this thing until it's gone. No one goes in this room until it's gone.
Yes, but people also need to sleep.
We're not staying. I'll watch this damn door. I'll make sure.
Okay. We'll take turns. Let me go see if Toya or Zara. There we go. I remembered Zara's name. We'll take first watch.
I'd like to do an insight on you.
Sure.
Can I do an insight here? Just
Yeah. Roll me an insight, and Vason, roll me persuasion or deception privately.
Party fight.
Right, privately. Okay, buff.
Just so
you know what I'm actually aiming for here is to see if I'm getting the impression that you're trying to do this so you can sneak in and get it.
Vason, given the rolls that have been made, what impression does he get from you?
I mean, it's Vason. If there's anyone who's a straightforward guy, it's him. He's getting other people to go and watch rather than himself. He might have his turn on watch, but like other people will have known to keep an eye on him. Like he's a good simple boy. He's still the same idiot that charged across a city to meet a dragon.
Right.
Big himbo energy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm just I don't want to go. Get away from me. That's all. Yeah. Yes. You're right. He'll be all right. I know you all.
Yeah, so I'll go downstairs and I'll talk to like Toya and Zara and just be like, hey, can you guys take first shift making sure nobody like fucks with that door?
Zara agrees to take the first and second shift because as a elf they only need 4 hours of trancing. So they will ensure that Toya takes the first watch and then goes to find somebody else, and they will stay there to make sure that nobody gets there, and then they can stagger the next watch so that somebody else comes and ensure that it's not left alone.
It probably will try and talk to you.
Don't listen. Whatever you do, don't listen to it.
Don't believe those soft, sensual whispers.
And we'll make sure that
you and I have different. You and I have very different interpretations of sensual.
We will make sure that our horrific side of it doesn't happen as well. We'll all be safe.
It's alright. Assuming Toya and Co go and take watch, here's an idea. Why don't we have 2 people on watch?
Yeah.
Good shout.
Very good shot, yes.
Okay, well, we'll figure out a pattern. You know what? I'm going to take half an hour before I go to bed. Do you want to see if you can magic more out of this book before we hit the hay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm actively just trying to like keep mind off things.
Okay.
by distracting him with the book so that we can get to sleep more easily. And then like half an hour or so after we crack it open, head to bed.
Okay, you don't manage to translate any more of the book just yet, but you do retread over some of the bits that you have previously read through. The night comes and goes without event, unless anyone has anything else to say.
When it's my turn for the shift, does it try to talk to me? I'm going to be open about this because I'm not trying to do anything shady here.
As long as you stay a few feet away from the door, it does not.
Cool. Yeah, it's just because over the course of the night, when it is my turn to go on watch, Vason's thought is like, where the hell is Wall? It's been X hours. I'm worried about him. So that's sort of like what's ringing in his head.
Right. And do you stay away from the door the entire watch?
Who am I on watch with? Because we said we were going to do it in pairs.
If you are taking second watch, then Zara will be with you.
I might rest my back against the same wall as that door. But I'm not going to get too close.
Okay. Then yes, you are fine. You don't get close enough for it to make any intelligible contact to you through the wall.
Cool. Go.
Alright.
And then who takes third watch?
I'm happy to.
Yeah, I'll do third watch with Nuri.
Okay.
How do we do whispers again?
/W. And then
W space GM.
yeah.
Then type your message.
So /W, GM, and then message.
Mm-hmm.
Space message, yeah.
Space message, okay.
That beautiful moment when you openly declare, I want to do shady shit. Please, sir, I'd like to be sus.
Well,
I know it's been...
I didn't go to the vents at all.
I was thinking that, like, I know it's been a while since that was really a thing, but it'd be very fun to play some Among Us at some point.
I saw the trailer for the new hide and seek mode, and I was like, oh, if only there were more people playing that mode would be so much fun. Because it does just use the mechanics in a different way, and it's not like detrimental to the game.
Okay.
So, anyway, so what did the sword like offer you?
Nothing. Already said.
Huh, okay.
It
So
called me
offered
magpie though. So
I mean, it's not wrong, you do like shiny things.
yeah, but you know, it was in that prophecy as well, so there might be a bit more to it. I also seem to think that I was powerful enough myself. So it was like, oh, why do you need your husband's help? Why can't you do it yourself? So it's obviously trying to tempt me into doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have answered all private messages. Please privately roll some dice now.
Oh no.
Right.
See, I set that to private.
I mean, it's not showing any of the values. It's just saying
I know,
that you
but
rolled.
I see it on Fountain where it's like, why can it not say rolled privately? Give me a bit of like. Let me know this has
Confidence
gone
that
through.
you've done it right.
Yeah, I'm well aware. Like when I send a private message, it's gone privately.
Okay.
Format your things, please.
Right.
Things are occurring. Or not. We don't know.
Oh.
The GM has to work some things out for a brief moment.
Chat, should we be worried
No.
I don't want to look at chat. 'Cause,
that you might see something? I know.
yeah,
Chat's
Yeah, that's been
clear
a fun part of it, really,
at
hasn't
the
it?
moment. If you watch the stream, you can see private dice rolls to the GM. So don't look at the stream right now.
don't look, Mary. Don't look at it.
But it's so beautiful.
Meanwhile, off the side, when it looks into its chat, it's just going through the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark.
See, what makes this worse is obviously the music that's playing at the same time.
Oh yeah,
It's like
just the right level of.
it's like
No.
This is the tense playlist.
Yep, Deathwalker's Ward, definitely tense.
Yeah.
Hello? Is everybody still there?
Yeah, we'll stay here.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, it went quiet and I was like,
we're all pretty much just waiting for John to tell us.
okay, that's all right, because I started to nod off and I was like,
Yeah, I'm just sitting here in
Go on.
delightful quiet. We're letting these two be sus.
Just find out what on earth has gone on.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mason. We're not being sus at all.
If I wake up and there is Nefira and both giant-sized fighting each other, I'm gonna be pissed.
Goat says, I'm just watching your rolls.
This is your fault.
Come back, Goat. We need you to destroy your creation.
Enjoy that, Ben. Goat says, my fault? Nah. Bless you.
Bless you.
thank you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
It's Demon Mum's fault, clearly.
Right. And curing up with more Toby.
That's like, who's on watch with these two? Because it's Neri and Nefira.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who's on watch with
Hasn't taken a watch schedule yet.
Well, that's more scary. Okay. I need to go get some non-Twitch approved drinks.
What, like they've not been approved by the FDA? Like experimental energy drinks or something?
Well, technically, you're just only not allowed to say for bit rewards that you will consume this sort of beverage.
Fair. Well, you're not. You're just doing it to, pass the time while we wait for people to type their hidden messages and go through vents and stuff.
Remember, kids, alcohol is not a healthy coping device.
No, it is not.
I don't know when I broke up there. I know I broke up for a little bit, and I realized the timing might have been perfect.
It was around the time you said coping device, yes.
Oh dear.
Nefira and Nuri.
Oh no.
As you are on watch, you hear a loud sound from the outside of the building. You're on the second floor, and we're told that while there had been a window, it's been boarded up. There is a loud sound from the other side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
What in the... Oh, we haven't got the key. What's the Dragon Ball's name again?
Felrax.
Felrax? You got that key on hand? I think someone's nicking a sword right now. And we'll proceed to shout that someone's nicking the sword.
How loud was that noise?
Roll me, if you aren't Nuri and Nefira, which is largely just you, Vason. Vason, roll me a perception check with disadvantage. You stay asleep.
Mate.
You don't hear this. You don't hear the shouts. You don't hear the sound. You are in blissful sleep. Actually, I'm going to check that for Felrax as well.
I'm just counting drakes in my sleep.
Felrax does hear the sound.
I love all the extra silent parts of this. Just the tension building.
Oh.
No,
Sorry,
it just
I
makes
keep on
you
nodding.
so
I'm
much
not gonna
better,
lie.
doesn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. I keep on nodding off. So
My brain's going a mile a minute.
the quickest of responses. And I've got to be
So
quiet
yeah,
as well.
no key present. If I was going to try and just...
A few minutes pass, and Felrax comes round the corner wearing a sort of night robe and nightcap with the key.
The Fuhrer is going to sprint down, snag the key off him, and like, Christ, man, you're meant to be a harper. Faster than this.
Okay. What level of warlock are you again, Smitty?
7.
Okay.
So basically, it gets the fun stuff.
That's immediately worrying.
There is a loud crash as you get to the door with the key, and you open the door, and you see in the room the sword laying on the ground in the middle of the room. The boarded up window has been shattered inwards, the board laying in pieces. A shadowy form stood over the key, and behind it, warhammer in hand, having swung and hit into the ground, trying to hit the shadowy creature that has just slid out of the way.
I don't know if you cast this, or whether it's gone away from you, but it is coming for the sword, and I will not allow it. I would like to get very angry right now.
I would like to use legally distinct catchphrase. Okay.
I'd like to use my class ability.
Because you know I'm going to just carry on fighting, so the real question is whether you wanted to start anything now or not.
I don't have a battle map prepared for this, unsurprisingly.
So I feel like that's a good spot to leave it.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting cliffhanger, because this is going to be a cliffhanger for a little bit longer than normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Because the next session, I'm not GMing. So the next session is going to take place a little bit before current events. I feel is the way that we're going to do this to get round this. I didn't want to leave Richard with a cliffhanger of, especially not a cliffhanger of PvP to come in on for a guest GM.
This is the horror he set himself up for.
I'll speak to him. We'll see if we resolve this. Anyway, tune in next time for something to happen. And then the time after, if it doesn't get resolved in the next session, we will continue with this moment of temptation and party on party violence. But for now, all that remains for me to say is thank you guys in the chat so much for watching. Thank you to Mac Doodle, who did follow us 7 days ago, which makes me think you may have been at MCM Comic Con. If you were, thank you for following us. Welcome into the channel. I will also say, because I've not said it yet, thank you to, I think Astreus has followed us, but wasn't when we were online. Zentrizon has followed us again last weekend. I think you were also probably at MCM. Welcome to the channel. And Lucy Moofy followed us yesterday, and it was when we weren't online, but welcome into the channel. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together. Macadoodle, if you are still in the chat, please do let us know. Were you at MCM? And if you were, who were you?
We'd love to know.
We would like to know. And if you aren't, we'll ask you that again next time we see you.
Just to check, because the next fight's not going to be a boss fight, does that mean that for the next 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks between now and then, we're final PvP fight.
Yeah, sure.
Just for this one stream.
The final boss is always yourself.
The final boss is the friend you made along the way.